Hi, I'm Sam, and you may not have heard from me before, but I'm helping you out with upgrading the Text101 project to Unity 5. I'm going to be showing you how to do that in this lecture, and I'm also going to be showing you about the cool new build target that we have in Unity 5, which is WebGL, and that is here. Basically allows you to run your games in a browser without any plugins installed. Okay, so let's have a go at that and dive right in. So the first thing you'll notice here is that I have two versions of Unity installed. This is relatively straightforward to do, even on a PC. All you need to really do is rename this folder before installing, and the default folder where you install is called Unity, and then you can rename that folder too, so that you can keep track of which versions of Unity you have. This is great if you are going through sections which are on Unity 4, and you want to stay in Unity 4 so that you're on the same version as Ben. Otherwise, if you want to try and upgrade things into Unity 5, you want this Unity 5 version as well. So that's what we're going to be using today. I'm going to fire that up. As you can see, this screen looks a little bit different from Unity 4. And if we go to open our project, if you don't already have it open, we can go and find that folder, hit open. And what it's going to do is it's going to prompt us to upgrade. Now, this is a very clever little tool that will even reach into your code and change that as necessary, refactor that as necessary in order to make the API work. There are some things that it can't do, but for the most part, it will actually be able to do a good job of upgrading your project for you. So let's hit that button and see what happens. And then I'll walk you through some of the changes that it has made to the project folder. Okay, so as you can see, everything seems to be working. If we open up the game scene and hit play, it's indeed exactly the same game as we left it. Now I'm going to go into an app called SourceTree, which is here. And SourceTree basically just keeps track of changes to my files in the project. So here are the changes since we've done the upgrade. You can see them in this little area over here. No code changes. None of these are code files. There are a few. These question mark files are new files. And basically they are things like, well, cluster input we're not really interested in. Project version is quite interesting because now this file tracks which version you were using when you created this project. Unity adds and connect are new services by Unity, and then obviously the project settings have changed in format slightly, and that's what's been upgraded there. But not really very much to speak of, and certainly no code changes. We will be seeing code changes in later sections, but in this one, very simple game, very simple upgrade process as well. So let's take a look at one of the really cool new features that is available in Unity 5. So I'm going to switch over to Unity, and then I'm going to go to File, Build and Run. In fact, I'm going to go to Build Settings rather, and I'm going to go to select the WebGL platform. Now this is new, you won't have had this in Unity 4, but what this does is it's essentially like the web player, but allows you to run it without installing plugins. It does it entirely using web technologies, the new WebGL technology in fact. So if we select this as our build platform and then we hit build and run, we want to create a build folder here. So I'm going to create a new folder, call it build. And in here, I'm just going to give it the name of Text101. Simple. Save that. And it's just going to go through the build process very quickly. And it's very clever. It's going to be compiling down to JavaScript, which is the language of the web. And once that's done, it should pop up a browser window for us to play our game in. As you can see now, it's actually compiling that C++ code that it was just generating into JavaScript, as I said. And after this step, it should be done. Now, how long this takes is going to depend very much on the speed of your computer, but it shouldn't take longer than about 5 minutes in general. And this is the result. A web page just pops up and allows us to play the Prism game just like this, right there in our web browser. And there is no plugin installed here. I don't have a plugin installed like Ben does, so you can know for sure that this is just using standard web technologies. Okay, now it is your turn to create this WebGL build and share it with your friends. I'd like you to check your game in Unity 5 very carefully, make sure there are no bugs that have been introduced by the upgrade process. Then I'd like you to make a WebGL build, just as I've showed you using these instructions, and share that build on social media for your friends. Okay, so you can pause the video, have a go at this, and when you're done, it is time to move on to the next video.